I'm your host, Kelly Morgan, indie author and indie publisher. Welcome to another episode of The Author's Mic. Welcome to today's episode. Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of The Author's Mic. I'm Kelly Morgan, indie author, indie publisher. Now, today's episode actually wasn't planned, but I read something online and it really stopped me in my tracks. I read this post about actually from a Black woman. She was an author and she was venting. She was talking about how she went to an event, a bookish event, showed up just like everybody else, same energy, same excitement, but she was the only person of color in the room. And her reception, chilly, dismissive. Like her being there was a disruption, not a welcomed addition. And in this post, she had said, I showed up just like everyone else, but I wasn't received the same. And that sat with me because the truth is, this happens more than we talk about. Even in spaces where they say it's for everyone, we still go unseen. So today's episode is a little different. I'm not going to be talking about strategy. I'm not going to be talking about writing. I'm going to be talking about us. And when I say us, I mean Black indie authors, especially Black women who are out here writing stories, publishing books, building from the ground up and still feeling invisible. And I'll be honest with you, I haven't always, done the best job of calling that out myself. You know, I built this platform to support indie authors, and I stand by that. But I haven't always said out loud who I really wanted to reach. I haven't always named the fact that Black women in this space often get left out, even when we're doing everything right. So, you know what? I'm going to call myself in, not out, because I know better now. I am moving forward, and you're going to hear me reflect more clearly in that in everything that I do. Again, this space is for all indie authors, yes, but I want Black women to know I see you, and this space is for you too. So I also want to talk about why community matters. And I've learned that community isn't optional. When you're a solo author, especially one who looks like me, who looks like us, silence can be loud, doubt can be heavy, and the grind can feel endless. I cannot emphasize that enough. But when we are connected, when we are together, really connected, everything shifts. We stop second guessing our voice. We stop thinking that we're the only ones going through it. You know what? More importantly, we stop shrinking. So, how do we find one another? Well, you start by saying that you're looking. So say it out loud in your captions and in your bios and in your stories. I'm a Black indie author. I'm building. I'm open to connect. Then look for spaces that reflect you back. Not just any writing group, not just any algorithm friendly platforms, real spaces, real people, real support. Let's collaborate intentionally, book swaps, joint giveaways, shout outs, podcast shares, reader circles, writer circles, book clubs. We don't need 100 people. We just need our people, right? So here's the lie that we've been sold. When one of us wins, the door closes behind her. And that is so not true. We do not have to compete. We don't have to water down our stories. We don't have to beg to be included. And we're not asking for a seat at the table anymore. You know why? Because we're going to build our own and we're going to build it together. We don't have to compete. You know why? Because there's enough for all of us. So this is me saying and saying it clearly. If you are a Black indie author and this resonates, reach out. Please reach out. DM me, tag me, leave a comment. Let's build, what am I trying to say? Let's make building the community the standard, not the exception. Because when we find one another, we're stronger, we're unstoppable. So, did this resonate with you? Did you need to hear this? If so, share it. Share it with someone you know who's tired of being the only one in the room, and then send this to them. I see you. My name is Kelly. This is the Author's Mic. If you want to be a part of the Author's Mic, all the information is on my link tree. If you're an indie author and you want your book to be in front of a book club, I have a book club. It's called the Indie Reader Society. Pitch us. We're open to supporting indie authors and reading their books. If you are trying to get started on your journey and you just don't know where to start, I got you. I got a free guide on my website. It's called So You Want to Write a Book. Go to my website and download it. All the information is in the description in the link tree. Don't forget, Fridays, I got something new going on, so tune in on Friday. My name is Kelly. This has been an episode of The Author's Mic. Go out and make it a great day because you know what? I'm definitely going to try. We'll see you next time.